Welcome to the 224 Podcast. Powerful.
I am a revolutionary.
Provocative.
We want freedom by any means necessary.
Inspiring.
Here we go.
And now, your host, Tyson and Jay.
Yep. Well, yo. What's up, world? What's up, everybody? What's happening?
The great
Welcome.
Jay.
I'm Tyson.
is in the building.
224 shit.
I'm here.
224. Welcome to the 224
like
podcast.
Eartha
I don't know.
Kim
You said
Kardashian.
it's combined.
Eartha Kardashian, Kim Kit.
Kim Kit. You sound like double K. You sound like double K right now.
Kim Kit.
Kim Kit. That's what
God
Kim
damn.
Kit. Double K it down.
Long as I sound like triple K, I'm fine with that.
That's true. Oh, yeah, we don't want to sound like
good.
that.
I'm good. I don't wanna sound like, you goddamn. Let me tell you something. All the mirrors should be dead because those porch monkeys.
Actually, Dueling Banjos is a great song. It is really good. But anyway.
I was trying to be racist as fuck, bro. You
I'm
cut me
sorry.
off on
I'm sorry.
it.
I'm sorry.
Goddamn, bro.
Well, really?
Can I start it back up again?
Okay, wait. Good.
All right. Fucking porch monkeys.
Wow,
and
you
niggers.
waited for that.
Yeah, I did, bro. Because I was trying to do something, and you fucked it up, bro.
Sorry, I'm
Goddamn,
sorry. I
bro.
didn't mean to ruin your bit. I apologize
you,
that I
nigga.
didn't mean to ruin your pro-racism bit. My apologies.
Sorry, bro. I accept your apology.
Sorry. Thank you so much.
Anyway, bro, y'all welcome back to the 224 podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're back in the building, man. What's up,
Back
everybody?
in the motherfucking building, man.
Making it.
It's a good motherfucking day
Making it
to record a podcast and let y'all know what's going on and what we're thinking about.
Yeah, what's going on in the world? What's out
Boy,
there?
it is spicy
What?
online, but you know what
Man.
else is new?
Yeah, what else is new?
Everybody is
Jesus.
dug in. This
Oh,
country
yeah.
is divided. This is probably the most this country's been divided since segregation.
Probably.
I mean, you can't get no more divided than that's your bathroom, this is my bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that is true.
You can't get no more
Why
divided.
can't your turd float next to my turd?
I don't know. It's the white water.
It's
anyway.
Definitely, man. So
This country is fucking divided as fuck.
Yeah, like you said, especially
You know what I'm
online.
saying?
Yeah.
And one of the biggest dividing points right now
The divisiveness
is
It
Netflix, Dave Chappelle, and the continuing saga
that is
that they are fighting
Netflix
versus
and the closer. Yeah.
the trans community, or
Man.
at least the ones that are online. You know, at least the
Yeah,
online trans community.
Yeah. The keyboard Crips
Yeah.
that represent they gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or would they be Bloods?
I don't know, man. They could be.
Because they would have transgendered from Crip to Blood.
Oh, you threw it in there. You snuck it in there.
They
but it's
switching
good.
flags.
They switching flag. They set tripping.
They said tripping.
Straight set tripping. Yeah, you right.
You
Yeah,
was
I
Blood
give you that.
yesterday. Now you Crip.
Now you're Crip, man.
You transition.
Yes. Oh, Jesus.
They gonna come at me now and be like, "You, that's a joke.
That's a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not funny.
It's a joke. Be quiet.
It's not funny.
Oh, man. Just whatever.
You're not funny, Jared."
Oh, my God. Well,
You're not.
again, you can't take a joke. Seems like you guys can't take a joke at all. It seems like at all.
Look.
Anything humorous or not, but anything humorous or made in the
I
light
don't want to laugh about
of
my
comedy.
plight. Here's my thing, right, about this. So obviously we've already talked about the whole Netflix and Dave Chappelle's new special and how that ruffled the feathers of some in the trans community.
Yeah,
and they
man.
want to cancel them. And then a couple of workers who work at Netflix who are transgendered women. Or transgender period, not
Just period. Yeah, we don't know if they're men or women because
I know the main one that was talking was a transgender woman.
Yeah,
But they was like, fuck this shit. I'm not working here no more. Da da da. Well, they staged a walk-in,
a walk,
not a walk out. It's a walk-in
Oh, okay.
because they came into the meeting of some Netflix execs and they was like, yo, we're $1,000 and they're not gonna stay with us. They started protesting in the meeting. They was like, all right, y'all suspended.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and get y'all shit and get the fuck out. Well, up there on that story, those employees are fired.
Lost their job.
Said, hey, listen, if that's the hill you want to stand on,
And you want to die
good.
on, guess what?
That's the one you're gonna die on too.
Death I grant you.
Get your bags and your boxes, or what, maybe they transition from a bag to a box. I'm not sure.
Oh my God.
Maybe it was a bag first and it got there, bro. Okay.
Hey, yeah, it does turn. You can turn a sack into a box.
Yeah. Nowadays you can.
You could turn a sack into a box.
Yes, you can.
That happens nowadays.
So get your shit and get out, man.
You know.
You know what I'm saying?
That happens. So
get your stuff and get the fuck out. That's all it is to it. And at this point, it's what people argue about the vaccine, right? It's like, well, that's company policy. If you don't get the vaccine, right, then you can be fired because that's company policy, which is true. Like you if the company states that you have to be fully vaccinated to work there and you're not fully vaccinated and that's what you're going to stand on, then you obviously can't work there no more. It's one of the consequences of your choice. All of our choices have consequences, right?
Yeah, and they chose to walk into a boardroom with some board members that wasn't fucking around.
Nope. And that's you stood on what you believed in.
And those board members weren't fucking around either. And they stood on what they believed in.
It's, it is what it is. Again, you already know our stance. We thought the closer was good. We didn't think it was anything transphobic about it.
I didn't think anything
quite
was
the opposite.
Yeah.
I think it's pro-trans.
Nothing was offensive in that entire special. He didn't come out and bash anybody.
Nope.
He didn't come out and what he actually said in the specials was that he got tired of the trans community attacking him, saying that they were punching down upon him, or he was punching it down upon them. But that wasn't the case at all.
Now look at him.
Yeah.
Now look at how they're acting towards everybody online. Everybody, you don't understand because you think that was him being pro LGBTQ plus. No, it wasn't. It was him being anti, because what he did was say that we can't take jokes and he's making fun of our plight. It's like,
how's it? How?
No, look, listen.
How though?
Fuck how? Because we're past that. Because people, if you keep asking that same dumbass question, they'll keep giving you fucking rhetoric and talking points and dumbass answers, right? So this is what I'd ask people, okay? If you're saying he's making fun of the plight and you don't like it, then why don't you have that same energy when he made fun of black people? Is it because he's black? Should that matter? Does that matter? Because if somebody like, let's say, I don't know, Ben Carson made fun of black people, y'all'd be like the nigga was a self-hating, self-deprecating hypocrite. That's what y'all would say for someone that's on the right who would make jokes about black people, right? That's what you'd say. You know what I'm saying? Y'all would say shit like that. I'm talking about the left, because most of the trans SJWs online are fucking lefties. You know what I'm saying? Liberals. And I say that with air quotes because I don't give a shit whether you're liberal or conservative. Are you a good person? Don't be stupid. Don't let the government fucking. But that's another shit. I'm saying, has any one of you ever came after him, Dave Chappelle, for the black jokes?
So
I wish we had a cricket sound right here.
I wish we should have had a cricket.
It'd
It'd be a hell of a cricket. It'd be a cricket sound for sure. But I mean, and that's the question we had on the previous two podcasts, were, do I have to be a part of your group in order to even speak about your group? You know what I mean? Like, right. Do I have to be 100% indoctrinated? I want to say that, but I messed up. It's okay.
You were saying doctor. I know.
And I was saying doctor.
Dr. Seuss.
And doctor. I was saying doctor, alienated, put it together, doctor alienated. So anyway, doctor alienated. But anyway, do I have to be 100% part of your group in order for me to even speak about your group? I can't even say anything about your group. I have to be 100% about and supporting your cause in order for me to even say anything. How come I can't agree to disagree? How come I can't?
That's not true either.
I'm just saying.
That's not true either, because again, his friend, Dave Chappelle's friend Daphne, who was a transgender woman, came into his defense. This was a transgender woman. She was supposed to be able to speak freely about trans issues because she was
that's the experience
a part of the community.
Yep, that's the experience she's having.
And they came after her to the point where it may or may not have drove her to commit suicide. That's the point we're trying to make. How in the fuck is that straight? How is that logic sound? Again, if y'all said that the reason why y'all are coming at them is because the shit sounds transphobic, right? Well, all the black jokes, do they sound racist? I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, do they sound
all the black jokes sound racist?
Do they sound overly stereotypical?
Are all the white jokes racist? All the Asian jokes racist?
Yeah, he married an Asian woman. His first special.
Children are half Asian.
His first special, he was talking about his Asian wife. He was
his whole fucking family is Asian. Like, here's the problem. The real issue that no one really touches on. You'll hear a lot in the media. Maybe some YouTubers have said this shit, but let's be for real with each other. And let's call it a spade a spade. Fuck everybody who got that joke, especially the white people. The spades, goddamn spades, calling each other spades. No. The trans community in particular, but let's just call it what it is, the whole LGBTQ plus community. But the trans community in particular are the real exclusionary people in this country. Call it what it is, bro. Let's stop fucking around with each other. Let's just go ahead and say this shit. Those are the ones who are the real exclusionary. Just the ones who have control of how the rhetoric or how the speech is disseminated on social media. That's those anyway. Because I know actual transgender men and women, and they don't think like this. Like the real life the people who are actually living life, like we're all living life, they don't think like this. They don't give a fuck.
And they can fucking take a joke for sure. Right. For sure they can take a joke.
You went through life being a transgender the last 30 years. Trust me, Dave Chappelle saying a joke is not the hardest thing. It's not the hardest thing that happened that day, not that hour.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If you're an actual transgendered male or woman who actually lives life, who actually has been living life as a transgendered male or woman for the last decade or 2 or 3, you don't give 2 shits about some shit like this. It's like, okay, it's a joke. So what? I've been beaten with baseball bats and shit because of who I am. Had been stabbed with knives and bottles and shit, like all kind of crazy shit. Like, bro, you have no fucking idea what it is, the experience is to be a transgendered male or woman. You think that was that's the issue where we need to fucking, like, come on, bro. Like, stop this is all media spun, media powered, media pushed rhetoric to get motherfuckers to stay separate, to stay divided. Like, this is for real shit. Like, there is a concerted effort to keep us at odds. If you don't see that by now, you are fucking retarded. And that's it.
Even that word's going to offend somebody.
I don't give a fuck.
Even that word's going to offend somebody.
I don't care, bro. At this point, you fucking retarded. Because you are essentially allowing people to make you think and feel a certain way before you even have a chance to disseminate the information yourself. If the second you get online because you follow a person or you subscribe to a person or a channel or you follow a page or whatever the fuck that person thinks because you follow it and you're a fan or whatever, you feel and act the way they tell you to feel and act or the way they show you on their page. But we know by now, Rachel Nichols, some other motherfuckers, you don't know what's really going on in their head behind closed doors. You think they give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you, me, or anyone else. You know what they give a fuck about? Their bottom line. And when they bottom line being fucked with, then that's when the apologies come out. Look at John Gruden. He was calling everybody nigger and, you know what I'm saying?
He was calling he was slaying singers some wild
queer
shit.
Motherfuckers, fags, goddamn.
He was bashing motherfuckers.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. That referee out there with them tits, let me tell you something. All right? Won't trust her as far as I can throw her. She called the pass interference and want to fucking kick her in the cunt. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kick her right in the fucking cunt, man. I'm telling you right now. Spider 2 white banana right up her pussy. Telling you right now. Telling you right now.
Right in her goddamn
telling you
snatch.
right now. Goddamn.
Right in her goddamn snatch.
Right there. Right? Like, and it's like, bro, like, That's what the fuck he thought. Like in the media, he was like, "Yeah, I'm just having got a good team, got a good group of guys. We're gonna keep working. We're gonna keep grinding because we're gluten grinders. That's what the fuck we are." But in his personal email, he was like, "Goddamn, the what's his name? D. Smith. Goddamn, lips are bigger than the fucking Goodyear tires, man. I'm telling you, man. Michelin tires, Goodyear tires, ain't got nothing on his lips, man. Got nothing on his lips, man.
Goddamn,
what are those?
coolest.
What are those? 150,000 mile tread tires right there, man.
Those
Goddamn.
35 by 29 by 64.
Fuck,
You know what I mean?
Fuck Cool and Soup. That motherfucker could goddamn cool Jamaica. That's where probably needs to go.
Back to Africa. Yeah. With those 35R tire lips.
God
Son
damn,
of a bitch.
yeah.
Goddamn super swamper tires. You know what I mean?
Damn, got mud tires.
God damn, I'm angry.
Got mud tires on his lips, man.
Mud tires, man. Yeah.
How many bananas can he eat?
That's too far. That's too much. That's too much.
That was the line,
That's the line.
That was the line.
That's the line. That was the line,
bro.
That wasn't the line.
That was the line, bro. I said the F word.
I can't wait for those. I can't wait for those emails to come out.
Bro,
I cannot wait for those emails to come out.
He called Roger Goodell a fag.
He did call him a fag.
But the line was he got fucking mud tire lips.
Don't you talk about don't you talk about eat bananas. Don't you call him a spear chucking jungle buddy.
Let me tell you something, man.
All right?
Let me tell you something, man.
Don't you do it.
Amy good gorilla. But yes, Congo, man.
Mr. Hamoka.
Yeah.
Stop eating my sesame cake. I say stop eating my sesame cake.
Look, we get on a little tangent.
We are. But Netflix fires the trans employee, man. Here's the problem, man. Here is the issue I have with this entire situation, man, is that my only gripe with this situation in the LGBTQ community is that every single offense is not and does not require you to burn the whole house down. You see what I'm saying? Like every time y'all get offended, y'all are ready to destroy. You ready to go scorched earth every single time I can tell you offended.
I can tell you what.
How though? But why?
I can tell you why right now.
But I'm just saying, like,
you
why?
Ready? I can tell you
why are they so sensitive?
Here we go, my nigga. It ain't even got shit to do with sensitivity, my nigga. Here's why, bruh. Look, motherfuckers, humans are very fucking predictable, bro. Especially when they get in fucking groups. It is easy to fucking understand what the next move of some motherfuckers is once they show you who the fuck they truly are. And the LGBTQ plus community ain't no fucking different than any other group that came together. Do you know what they're using as their primary weapon? Fear. It's very fucking simple, ladies and gentlemen. Fear. They sit here and spout all this love shit all day, every day. How the fuck can you love someone and then when somebody say something that's fucked up, albeit like the baby, and we've talked about the shit that the baby said.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
We was like, he was fucked up for saying that shit. He fucked up. That nigga was wrong for saying that shit. But we also said in that same breath, niggas trying to cancel him, y'all niggas stupid. You don't cancel the nigga. Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of fucked up a little bit what you said, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real rat dog, like you, maybe, let's sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah, let me educate you.
Why would you want to cancel him? Because there's the fear behind it. For example, you see somebody is fucking prominent and is dominant in Hollywood as a Harvey Weinstein and everything come out. Now, albeit it's a different situation because what he did was actually a fucking crime.
Yeah.
But he goes to jail for all this shit, right? So now the fear of anyone else in Hollywood doing it becomes heightened because if Harvey can go down, then we can all go down, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, let's apply that same fear.
But that's self-policing, though.
Right.
That creates self-policing.
Right. Well, no, it doesn't create self-policing because motherfuckers can still be doing that fucked up shit. Niggas just may move differently. So it's not necessarily self-policing. It's that you become afraid, so you may move differently or whatever. It ain't gonna stop it. It's just gonna have the scumbag motherfuckers move differently. But that's the illegal scumbag motherfuckers. Here's the difference between what they were doing with Harvey Weinstein and what they're trying to do to Dave, what they're trying to do to the baby, right? Or maybe semi-succeeding with the baby. I don't know.
I don't think they succeeded with the baby either.
But here's what they're trying to do. They're trying to use that same fear tactic, right? Like he's committing a crime, but he's just saying shit. There's no crime to say what the fuck you want to. It could be dumb as fuck, but there's no crime for it. And the consequence shouldn't be to be canceled from society. He already lost money. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the concerts that he was scheduled to do,
they dropped him.
They dropped him.
Some of his endorsements dropped him out of fear. But
thank you. And now you're taking it out because the sponsors and the concert promoters were afraid to book him because of the backlash they may get for doing so. It's all fear. It's like the scarlet letter. You know what I'm saying?
Once you got that scarlet A on you,
it ain't the scarlet A no more. It's a scarlet C now.
Yeah.
Scarlet C for cancel.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah, man.
And so how does a group that one of their main, if not the main tenement, the main core value that they have is love, but use fear tactics to combat, quote unquote, the opposition? If you're all inclusive, if you love everything, if love triumphs over everything that they always fucking espouse, they always say, then why the fuck are you using the lowest common denominator of fear tactics to prove your point, to get your point across? Shouldn't you bring a motherfucker closer in? That's what love is, right? No, what you do is you cancel. You should cancel Dave, not, you know what? That was a touching story he told us about his friend. Even though I disagree with some of the things he still said on this special, let me sit down, let me bring him in. I want to get to a point where, as a transgendered man or woman, I want to love Dave. I want to love him. I want him to love me. So let's come together. Nope, cancel that motherfucker. You're using fear.
Yeah.
Because then what? Because what you're gonna do is you stage the walk in. You're talking. You're saying, "Hey, we're boycotting. I'm doing all this shit to do what? To position Netflix to take the special off of Netflix, off the streaming platform. That's a fear tactic. If you don't, this will happen. That's fear. I see humans are they're very, very predictable. But that's what they. So that's why I was like, you know what? The same thing with Black Lives Matter. I knew the organization wasn't shit. Again, I understand the values of Black. I understand the understanding of Black Lives Matter, like the ideology behind it is my life matters just as much as anyone else's. Black Lives Matter. It could have been Black Lives Matter too, but that's too long. You know what I'm saying?
That's too much.
You doing too much.
That's it.
Because that's what Black Lives Matter is. It's just the two is missing.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, my life matters also.
That's what it is. It could have been Black Lives Matter also, or as well. That just take that part off and just put the ideology is Black Lives Matter. Yes, they do. White lives matter. Black lives matter. Asian lives matter. Mexican lives matter. I know they were like, Mexican, this Latinx motherfucker. Fuck you. Listen, all right. Goddamn Latin lives matter or Central American lives matter.
Doesn't matter.
You know, it don't matter. You know my brown brothers and sisters lives matter, motherfucker. How about that? Goddamn, I'm tired of being PC. Motherfucking Native American lives matter. You know what I'm saying? Arabic lives matter. Did I say Asian already?
You said Asian.
All right, we're going to go back to them. It's a lot of them motherfuckers. Asian lives matter.
You got to double down.
It is a lot of them.
It's a lot of them. Shit. It's a lot of them. It's a two scoops like Raisin Bran. It's like it's a lot of them.
There's so many of them. They can't even have that many kids. You get two and that's it, motherfucker.
Well, that's been in effect for a good minute, though. Yeah. That's been.
They can't even have a lot of kids. So all I'm saying is everybody's life matters. That's what Black Lives Matter, the ideology of it means. Everyone's lives matter. The organization, however, ain't shit. I can separate the two. You get what I'm saying? So I although motherfuckers who be on the right be like, that Black Lives Matter ain't shit. Yes, the organization ain't shit. But then you be like, well, Blue Lives Matter as a kind of like a protest to Black Lives Matter. Like the ideology is everyone. Like when you say Black Lives Matter, ideologically you're saying everyone's life matters. So in that same context, if you love everybody, if you saying love will defeat everything, love over everything, love wins in the end, love wins at all. Love wins all. Love wins over. Love will win over overall. Like, isn't Dave Chappelle a part of the all?
Yeah, he should be included in the all. Be part of that group.
So how come y'all hate him so much?
Listen, I just think that this entire thing was blown way out of proportion. It's like every time somebody says, whether it be a comedian or a politician, and again, I saw the special twice. I've seen it twice now. There's not one time in that special where Dave Chappelle says, "Oh man, y'all trans people disgust me." Or y'all trans people should not be living. Or y'all trans people should not be alive. Or y'all trans people should not do what everybody else is doing because y'all not real people. He never said that, not one time in the entire special. All he said was, listen, this is your experience. This is the regular woman's experience. I don't think you should be here just yet. Also, let me tell you this story about this person who was a friend of mine who happened to be transgender, and you, the transgender community, turned on her as well. So just like what Jay is saying, if you're supposed to be all encompassing and everybody's supposed to have a voice and it's all about to be love and holding hands and kumbaya and friendship, you're doing a very poor job at demonstrating what you're doing.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to keep saying if it's this. No, we know exactly what it is. They're using fear tactics. All that love wins over all bullshit. That's just, they wanted us to believe that so it can indoctrinate us to their bullshit. But now that they're in the position to be like, you know what, let's practice what we preach, they don't want to do that shit now.
Yeah, well, cancel culture's dying out anyway, I believe.
That's why you
can't people are not just gonna be, because
niggas done being like, you know what, I'm done fucking taking motherfuckers who are extra uber talented and being like, no, you can't fucking come here because,
and it's not
these
giving
group
them
of people, they don't like
and
you.
We're not giving them a pass for immoral behavior or whatever they say. You know, we're not giving them a pass. But again, you can't cancel them because a specific minor group of people, I was going to say marginalized, I guess. Marginalized group of people are upset or, excuse me, get slightly offended. Because again, I told you, I've seen this special twice. He doesn't say anything offensive.
You can't find it. I mean,
is nothing offensive.
What did he?
Nothing
that's
offensive.
Offensive. You be like, damn, that's fucked up, bro. That was fucked up. What you like? Again, you know, the baby when he was on stage, he said something fucked up. That was
super offensive.
All right, bro, that's fucked up, bro.
That's offensive.
That's fucked up. And even then, I was still like, all right, but the nigga should be able to get a chance to redeem himself. To say, you know what, I fucked up. I talked to some people in the LGBTQ community, and this is what we rapped, and this is it. And he actually did that. Mm-hmm. And niggas still was like, nope, cancel that motherfucker. Like, but damn, bro, like what? So what the fuck? It's nothing good enough, right? Okay, bet. So then that let niggas know, okay. So if even if you apologize, it's still not good enough. Because they still want Kevin Hart to apologize for some shit he said right before the Oscars. It was an old tweet from 10 years ago.
At this point, it's like 15 years ago now.
Like, bro, fuck that shit, bro. I'm not gonna keep. You want me to keep apologizing about the same motherfucking
thing? The world was so different.
Like it's an anniversary, bro. Like, oh, okay, here go the apology anniversary. Hey, just let everybody know, I'm an ally. I do apologize about all the old shit I said. It's October 15th. It's my apology anniversary. Just coming out here and apologizing.
My apologiversary.
That is, if you want a nigga to do that, to continuously apologize, bitches, you talking down.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to continuously apologize to you? I can't apologize once and that be the end of that shit?
Because you don't want, at that point, you don't want growth, you want groveling.
It ain't equality.
You want them to grovel.
It ain't equality, it's equity. You want power.
Mm-hmm.
And when people get power, they do all kind of fucked up shit with it. And because the LGBTQ have power in the digital social space, right? I would say they have the most power in the digital, in like social media and shit. Because once you get the people households in real life, and trust me, it ain't even nowhere near that. But in the digital social space, they have the majority of the power right now. They got the power. They got the lion's share of power. And what do they do when they get it? They don't espout love. They only say that shit in Hallmark quotes when they, motivational Monday, when they get on their fucking Twitter feed early Monday morning when they on their way to work. This is what they say, or some fucking LGBTQ celebrity or some shit like that. We should always espout for this and that and love and inspiration and da-da-da. And then 2 hours later be on social media like, we need to cancel Dave Chappelle's ass. He's never needs to make any more money in Hollywood. How the fuck he gonna provide for his children? You forgot that there were children involved.
They don't care about that.
What about his wife?
They don't care about that.
What about
They do not care about that.
The lighting guy for his shows, the stage coordinator, the writer, fucking writers, the you know what I'm saying, his roadie.
Dave should have cared about that before he said something offensive to any group. He should have cared about that before he got up there and made those disgusting jokes. He should have got up there and cared about that before he took on the lives or he devalued the lives of trans people across the world. He should have thought about that.
Dave Chappelle made a lot of jokes about about niggas.
He made a joke that he made a joke on Killing Me Softly about a black baby standing on the corner at 2 a.m. selling weed and cocaine, and no one said I'm outraged for black babies.
In fact, I'll put it in better context. The shit was hilarious because we understood what the fuck he was trying to say.
It was more so how rough the area was.
It's more so a synopsis on motherfucker in the hood. You see babies, quote unquote, motherfuckers on the corner who are 10, 11, 12 selling drugs because that is the toxicity that the environment has created. That the hood, the ghetto, produces 10, 11, 12 tween drug dealers. You get what I'm saying? So to make it funnier, because if you'd have just said, I saw this 13-year-old on the block selling drugs, and I said, hey, teenage nigga, it wouldn't have been as funny. But an actual fucking baby, like a nigga in a 1-year-old in diapers, a 2-year-old in diapers,
and some granimals,
you know what I'm saying, and some Oshkosh bagage out there with, you know what I'm saying, the sack on them. Talking about I got the gas.
It's outrageous.
That shit is outrageous. It's funny now.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
We understand the irony behind it, but because he made it so fucking crazy, it turned it into. You have to understand how your brain, when you work at a different brain level. I know a lot of people don't get it because they're only working with two brain cells working right now, and they're working overtime. The motherfuckers with a normal brain cell count understand the joke. We got it. No nigga was outraged by that joke.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Nope. And you know what's so funny too, man, is that one of Dave Chappelle's biggest sketches is when he's portraying a crackhead, Tyrone Biggums. Nobody is outraged that he is portraying crackheads wrong because nobody cared about crackheads.
Crack cocaine ravaged the black community in the 80s and 90s.
It sure did.
It sure did.
It destroyed a whole generation too.
Fucked our family up.
Yeah. And no one is outraged that the government did nothing but overly police us and throw us in prison.
And put
outrage?
Put legislation in place.
Where's your LGBTQ outrage? Because I'm pretty sure that there are gay and trans crackheads roaming the country right now.
But guess what though?
Please stand up for them.
But Tyrone Biggums is one of the greatest characters from that motherfucking show.
But you'll sit there and watch that for 4 hours.
And laugh at it.
Crazy.
Or you know what? To be fair, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't laugh at Tyrone Biggums. Maybe you don't laugh at any of the black jokes that Dave Chappelle said. Maybe you don't laugh at all. And if you don't, there's something wrong with you, motherfucker. Not us. Not Dave. If you don't laugh at anything, then what kind of life are you living? You fucking robot.
I already said it, man. Comedy is supposed to be
inside.
Comedy is supposed to be unfiltered. That should be the last social frontier. We should not be PC when it comes to our comedy.
Even Hitler laughed. God damn, bro.
There is footage of him smiling. How about you?
You can't laugh, my nigga.
Just come on,
Hitler
man.
laughed. Stalin laughed.
There's footage of these motherfuckers chuckling, having a good old chuckle. I was gonna make a joke, but I think it's in poor taste. I'm not gonna listen. I'm not scared of being canceled, but I think it's in poor taste.
I ain't scared of being canceled.
You feel me?
You got dictator Kim Jong-un laughs.
Every time he look in the mirror, he gotta laugh because his cut fucked up.
Yeah,
he got a fucked up cut. His barber, he should have executed his barber instead of executing all these other people. He should have killed his barber first.
Him and Dennis Rodman had a good laugh.
They have a pow wow, a chuckle, a hee hee hell.
I don't understand motherfuckers who do not, like, if that's what that is, you can't laugh. What jokes do you laugh at? Knock jokes?
Yeah, listen. Dad jokes.
mean, if that's the kind of shit that you laugh at, okay, man. But I mean, you know, but there's different comedy out there. There's different, like Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Martin Lawrence, Cat Williams. These motherfuckers ain't. They're gonna say some shit.
Here's the crazy thing too, man, is because if we were to take the sensitivity and the Uber light PC that we have to be right now, and if we just go back, let's say 30 years to 1988, right?
That wouldn't be 30 years.
I'm just saying, you know, I'm doing a ballpark.
1981.
Yeah,
that's 40 years. No, you're right. You're right. No, yeah.
Right. So let's go.
Shit, my math wrong. Let's go. Wrong. My math wrong.
Yeah, your math wrong. Shit. Let's go. Let's simply take it back to 1991. Right. Some of the golden age of black comedy. If you were offended now, oh man, your fucking head would have exploded in 1991. Your head, you would have survived. You wouldn't have survived the Def Comedy Jam years or the BET Comic View years. You wouldn't have survived.
Let's not even talk about the black comedians, bro. You ever heard of a nigga named Sam Kinison?
Oh yeah.
How about Andrew Dice Clay?
Oh, Dice Clay. Listen, Dice Clay. Hickory dickory dock, your mother was sucking my cock.
Like that's like, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Even George Carlin dropped 150 F-bombs and called people pussies and fags all throughout his shows. Throughout his shows.
But you didn't listen
to the message.
To the context.
You didn't listen to the message.
All you heard was the words and you was like, he said a bad word. Ah.
And again, like I said, man, to wrap up this quick topic real quick, but we've been talking about
this quick topic. We've been on this for 40 minutes.
I know, but Netflix fires the trans employee who walked out, not just because the trans employee walked in or staged a walked in as well, but they also
said a walked in.
They also leaked information. I just read that before we got on here.
They said a walked in.
A walk in.
No, a walk in.
A walk in.
That nigga said a walked in.
A walked in. They walked in and got escorted the fuck out. That's what happened. That was their problem right there, and got escorted right the fuck out. So, but that, you know, I mean, listen, you decided to stand on your feeling because it's what, again, he didn't say anything offensive in this thing. So you felt that it was your job to stand on a feeling of that you were offended, even though it wasn't true. You walked into that boardroom meeting thinking that you were high and mighty, and they sent you packing. That is a lesson learned, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of the easiest lessons we always learn in life is that with every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.
And guess what? If you motherfuckers don't want to show love, you will not get any love shown to you, period. That's it.
That's a word right there. That's church right there. That's a word right there.
Y'all spout to love. Mm-hmm. If you don't want to show any, you'll get none shown to you. Plain and simple. That's how it's going to work here at the 224 motherfucking podcast, niggas. So fuck y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Team Turf.
Oh, man.
That's how I feel. You understand me? I don't give a fuck what no niggas say. That's how I feel. Mm-hmm. And that ain't, again, that's not, to me, right? That's not disrespectful to any trans woman. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to sit here and disrespect naturally born woman either. By some motherfucker saying that a trans woman is a woman, point blank, period. That's not true. And I'm not going to disrespect every woman who fucking gave birth in the history of Earth to bring motherfuckers here to even have dumb conversations like this. I'm not going to do that. So let's move on from that. Hey, Netflix, salute to you motherfuckers for standing by.
Finally, because they were,
you know what I'm saying?
They was known for tucking tail too in the past.
Standing by Dave, you know what I mean? Standing by Dave and letting his special rock, you know what I mean? Dave, my nigga, you already know what time it is. You wanted the GOAT, if not the GOAT. So don't even fucking, that's nothing, nigga. That shit, that's light shit, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing for your people. Keep doing what you're doing for your homegirl, Daphne, daughter. You know what I mean? All that other shit, man. Fuck these niggas, man. And for all the transgender men and women who really understand how this shit go and are living their human experience and don't espout to none of the transgender rhetoric and nonsense that be on social media, the media push shit, the media generated, the media propaganda, transgender movement, then salute to you motherfuckers too for being human. You know what I'm saying? For living your experience and not espouting to that fucking clear rhetoric. But for you motherfuckers who online, who trans and espout to that shit and propagate that fucking retarded ass rhetoric, where's the love?
Where is the love?
Where's the love? Anyway, let's move on to my nigga. Kyrie Irving.
Man, let me tell y'all, man.
Hey, listen, he put up a 20-minute post. I think it was on IG or Twitter. Listen, that nigga was like,
Kyrie Irving is the Jim Brown of the NBA.
Don't say that.
Why?
Don't say that. He ain't the Jim Brown of the NBA. Listen,
no, man.
Let's start off with this, okay?
Kyrie Irving, in my opinion, Kyrie Irving serves our people better than a lot of people in the NBA.
No, I mean, yeah, no. That's what I said. Let's put this shit in context, okay? First and foremost, Kyrie Irving is not a fucking victim, okay? He's not.
Nobody said he was.
Right. A lot of motherfuckers want to make him out to be though.
Oh,
on social media and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's not a victim, okay? For all the conservative motherfuckers, you know the conservative motherfuckers who push rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? A Don Trump Jr. or some of these other motherfuckers who be like, this is what Donald Trump Jr. said on Twitter. This motherfucker said that Kyrie Irving has given up more than Kaepernick did when he knelt. I was like, see, this is the rhetoric. This is why he had that. And I'm glad Kyrie came out and said something, because it's like, you got these stupid motherfuckers defending you. Like, he gave up more. No, like Colin Kaepernick gave up his fucking career. That's it. He's done. He's never going to play football again. Kyrie Irving will likely play basketball again. There's going to be a team that's sorry, and they're going to be like, you know what? We ain't got none of no mandate shits, man. Let that nigga play, man. Like, because it's Kyrie fucking Irving. If Colin Kaepernick was at the level that Kyrie is now, when he was like boycotting or protesting and shit, he still have a job, because you'd be like, oh, that nigga the truth. Like, we can't just, like, talent trumps everything, bro. You get me?
In sports.
Yeah, in sports.
Yeah.
Talent trumps, well, and a lot of business too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It depends on what the business is.
Yeah.
So if you you know what I'm saying, listen, look, like if you a stripper, you know what I'm saying, and you anatomically correct, and you do your thing, you know what I'm saying,
surfboard,
but
death drops, all that.
But you know, why you doing your thing, you spit on the clients. You know, you spit on the crowd. Niggas gonna be like, she spit on me again, goddamn. Then you look up, she clap, that should say, you like, I did wipe this shit off.
Pass me a napkin. Pass me a napkin from your wing tray.
Yeah, you get it.
Give me a napkin from your wing tray.
How she doing that on the ground?
I don't know.
Let me get a napkin, bro. Let me get a napkin. She, goddamn.
Let me get a sip of your soda.
Because that talent, I'm telling you, bro.
Who cooking these fries?
Yeah, who cooking these? Let me get some of those. Let me get that barbecue sauce.
I've never had strip club food, by the way.
You're not supposed to.
Exactly. I think it's disgusting.
You're not supposed to.
But I've heard, personally, they're like, man, strip club food got some of the best food in the world.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand where you're coming from. I got you.
The talent will compensate for whatever the fuck characteristic or character trait defect that you have.
Yeah.
It's gonna compensate. Michael Jordan gambled, is a fucking serial gambler. Michael Jordan was unbearable at times.
Mm-hmm.
Unfucking bearable. Not his drive to win, just his perfectionist ass. Like, no, like, bro, you do realize niggas are human. You do realize this is a fucking game. No, it ain't. This ain't a game. I'm Michael Jordan. I need to win. I need to win now, motherfucker. I'm the best. I'm the GOAT. Like, he was unbearable. Unbearable.
Yeah.
But he was Black Jesus.
On that court.
And you niggas was like, God damn, I want to shoot this nigga. But shit, it's the finals, and if we shot him, then we ain't got no chance of winning.
Not a chance.
We gotta keep him on. You right, Mike. I ain't shit.
You're right.
You're right.
I shouldn't have missed those free throws.
I shouldn't have missed those 2 free throws in practice. You're right.
Yep.
My mother wasn't a good person. In fact, my mother's a whore.
That's right. Just because that's what you said.
Because you said it.
Because you said it.
So
and just
as long as we can, we'll keep it going. And I'll tell my mother to do better next time. Like, you compensate for it. Kyrie will be fine. He's not. He even said on his fucking on that video, he ain't fucking retiring. As much as Stephen A. Smith wants to fucking put it out there that he is or he should retire. He ain't gonna retire. That's what he said out of his mouth.
Stephen A. Coon, you can't trust that shit anyway.
No, you can't. So Kyrie made a 20-minute video. Again, he's not a victim.
Not a victim. No,
not at all.
No.
He's not the fucking NBA's version of Jim Brown. You know what I'm saying? He's not on some. He's not taking a stance in the same respect that Kaepernick took. However, Kyrie Irving is a philanthropic brother. He does give a lot, and he gives it to very noble causes, specifically for the black community in this country and abroad. What he's espouting about the vaccine and what he said in the video that he posted on, I want to say it was IG. What he's saying is essentially is that the people who have taken the vaccine, good for you. That's your choice, and you have every right to have that choice. For the people who have not taken the vaccine for whatever reason, that's your choice. They shouldn't be vilified for it. The fact that he's being put in this category as selfish or being vilified for not, taking the vaccine, that should bring up red flags in people's eyes. Like that should, because he said something that I forgot. He said, they told us when the season, when training, or even before training camp, when the new league year started, after the draft and shit, he was like, bro, they told us you wouldn't have to take the vaccine. Y'all will be fine. Y'all will be good, da-da-da-da. And when it was first reported, it was like, the NBA is not enforcing anything.
Mm-hmm.
There's no NBA enforcing of a vaccine mandate, nothing like that. So the way I read that shit back then was, oh, okay, NBA doing different than the NFL, because the NFL was like, listen, we need these motherfuckers to be vaccinated, or all the restrictions that we had last year on everybody, the unvaccinated motherfuckers still got to go through those restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So NBA was like, no, you ain't got, obviously there's going to be some, if you go to a city and they say, hey, if you unvaccinated, if you got to go somewhere, you got to wear a mask and shit like that, right? Okay, fine. If you unvaccinated, you got to wear a mask. It's cool, whatever. But you didn't have to get the vaccine.
Okay.
Well, now the Nets are telling Kyrie, if he don't get the vaccine, he can't participate in practice, in any games, none of that shit. In order for him to be a full participant, he has to get vaccinated. That is a different stance than what they said a couple of months ago. And I was like, damn, they did say that.
But New York is always on that nut shit anyway, because New York is literally firing nurses and doctors and anybody who's in healthcare that's not fully vaccinated. They're requiring that you have proof of vaccination for public gatherings, supermarket visits, restaurants. New York is on some nut shit right now.
That's fine for New York to do that. If that's what New York wants to do, then that's what they'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the issue, though. The Nets are saying, because essentially what would happen is he wouldn't be able to play home games.
Yeah.
Right? Because, Brooklyn's in New York.
Yeah, of course.
And
that's what I'm saying.
If he's not fully vaccinated, if you're not fully vaccinated, you can't go to any public space.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Any indoor public space, outdoor public spaces, or whatever. But indoor public space, you can't go to restaurants, libraries, Starbucks, restaurants, like sporting events, sporting venues. You can't do none of that shit. So if he can't go to a sport, obviously you can't come in. It's indoors, so you can't play the game. So you essentially be missing half the season, right? And so the Nets were like, well, if you're not going
to participate fully,
right, then don't participate at all.
Don't come.
And that's essentially saying, without saying, you need to be fully vaccinated to be here, because they haven't mandated that. But that's essentially what they're saying. If you're not going to be here for the home games, you might as well stay away.
Yeah,
for the away games, because we're not going to take you.
Because we want all of it. We don't want.
That is a pseudo mandate, right? But Kyrie on his video said, "Look, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I don't care about a mandate. It's not the mandates for me. That's the problem. So I don't give a fuck about a mandate. No mandate is keeping me away from basketball. It's the issues with the vaccine. It's the questions that I have. And because those questions aren't being answered properly
or to my liking
at all,
or satisfactory. Yeah. Fuck that.
Or at all.
What's that?
Then why would you want me to put that shit in my body when my body is my livelihood? Now, there's not enough evidence to say that he would have some kind of adverse reaction to fuck him up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Most people that get the vaccine, they're fine. As far as what the studies show, and so far so good. I mean, there hasn't been any long-term like research on it because, you know, COVID-19 anyway has only been in our lives for the last 18, 19 months. So it's really not that fucking much data to go off of. And the vaccine only been in our lives since January. So it ain't a lot of data to go off of.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how everyone is reacting to the vaccinations in 5 or 10 years. Then we'll be like, okay, you know, then you'll have some more long-term data.
You have that commercial at 2:00 in the morning. Did you get the Pfizer vaccine in 2019 and 2020? You may be entitled to compensation. Call 888-666. My dick just fell off.
I hope some shit like that don't happen. That'd be fucked up.
My dick just fell off. I'm like, Lord, shit.
I knew it was swinging a little low today.
It was
swinging a little too low today.
The breeze.
God damn. But he was saying shit on there that was like, listen, it's just people losing their jobs over it. You know what I'm saying? And again, a lot of people are making a choice, right, to not get a vaccine. You know what I'm saying? But they're losing their jobs over it. So it is creating stress on our economy.
Oh, very much.
You get what I'm saying?
Very much.
So just because those people are making a choice, it doesn't mean that it doesn't create stress. And also, those people get to have that choice. The employers get to say, hey, listen, well, if you're not vaccinated, you can't work here. Okay, cool, fine. That doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt their family. It doesn't hurt and motherfuckers to be like, oh, I don't give a fuck. It's like, the problem that I really have with the rhetoric that people be like, well, they made the choice to not take the vaccine when they could have got it. That's on them if their family starve. It's like, right. If it was something they caused.
Correct.
They didn't cause the vaccine.
They brought it on themselves.
They didn't cause the vaccine. They didn't create the vaccine. It didn't leak out of Tad and Tammy's house in fucking Omaha, Nebraska.
You just say Tad?
Yeah. This shit leaked out of the Wuhan Coronavirus Institute in Wuhan.
Wuhan?
That's where the shit leaked out of. The coronavirus.
It's also known as a kung flu.
Leaked. Shut the fuck up,
that
bro.
That shit was amazing. That's a good joke. That is a solid joke. That shit
leaked out of a laboratory where the shit was not only created, but it was researched through they were doing gain of function research on the shit to make the shit more viral, to make it more lethal. To say people deserve what's happening because of everything that the virus is wrought, the wrecking on our society, that is not fair. Right. That's why I say that's why I always say, no matter what, it's not fair. It's not fair that 700,000 of us died because of this shit. And I'm saying us like in U.S. Millions died around the world. It's not fair that 700,000 U.S. citizens died because of this virus. That's not fair. No, none of them, even if it's motherfuckers who are like, I ain't taking the vaccine because of political reasons, because I ain't taking the shit, and then they died. It's not right. It's not that the reasoning from them not taking the vaccine may have been dumb, but it's not fair that they died for some fucking vaccine that they had no control over, that they had no parts in, that they had nothing to do with this shit being spread throughout the world. Like, as far as like it being released upon the world, they didn't have anything to do with that. That's not fair to say they should have died. It's not their fault that this shit is here.
That's right.
So it shouldn't primarily be their fault that they lost their job, because again, they lost their job because they didn't take a vaccine for a virus that was spread, what was released on the world, and none of us had anything to do with it. That's not their fault primarily. Yes, they made the choice to not take the vaccine. And yes, that cost them their job. But that doesn't mean that it's their fault primarily. Whoever released the vaccine, the virus, that's who is at fault for all this shit. Those are the ones who should be held responsible for all this shit. But no one will say shit like that. It's, well, you got the vaccine now, take it. It's like, that's as far as we'll go. That's the contextual depth that we'll go to. That's it. There's nothing else. It's just surface level. Well, listen, we got a vaccine now. You ain't got no excuse. And it's like, bro, I do have an excuse. 700,000 of our fellow brothers and sisters in this country died because of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's credible reporting. I didn't mean to cut you off, little bro.
Yeah, you keep cutting me off. Stab you.
There's credible reporting that may put our own medical professionals in cahoots with the motherfuckers who released the virus on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
That type of shit will scare niggas. You understand what I'm saying? On top of the fucking decades of mistrust that niggas already have.
Of course. For good reason. Good reason, too.
So Kyrie doesn't want to take the vaccine because there's still a lot of unanswered questions.
Well, listen, not only that, man. Yeah, I think that the media, and I think that a lot of the people and sports fans, they just get caught up in the sports hype. And like we talked about several times on previous podcasts, man, these are human beings, right? Kyrie cares about his family. He cares about his wife, his kids. He cares about his mother, his granny, whoever is close to him in his life. He cares about them, right? We've already seen that if you get vaccinated, it does not 100% protect you against COVID-19. People fully vaccinated can still die from the virus, right? So let's just think about that, right? That's people's not thinking about, man, how would I feel if I was in that predicament? Let me empathize for just a minute. The second part of that too, right, is that there is such a thing as long haul COVID-19. So if he does get vaccinated and he still catches COVID-19, his symptoms could stretch on for months, even years, right? Up to 12 to 18 months via the latest quote unquote journal evidence about long haul COVID-19. You guys are forgetting.
From the FDA?
I forgot who it's from. I
was from the CDC?
I think it's from the CDC though. I think that was on the CDC website.
Make sure you check that because I don't want niggas to be like, y'all spreading misinformation.
No, but they can Google it. They can Google long haul coronavirus. It's the after effects of coronavirus that stay with you for 12 to 18 months. But what people are also forgetting is that
was it 12 to 18 months? I thought it was a couple months. They said 12 to 18 months.
It could be up to 12 to 18 months. What people are also forgetting is that Kyrie Irving doesn't make his living look it up. Doesn't make his living with his brain. He makes it with his body. If COVID-19 affects his body, he can't go make a living for his family. He can't go do the things. He can't make those wonderful handles and those lovely flourishes and dunks and layups that y'all like to see come into it's not the Madison Square Garden. They're the Barclays Center, right?
Yeah, the Barclays.
The Barclays, right? So he can't do that if he's stricken with COVID-19. If he's breathing in, he can't breathe, and he's having headaches, he's having fatigue, things like that. He makes his living with his body. Not, you know what I'm saying? He don't sit behind a desk, and then he doesn't do what you think he does, right? And what I really disagree with the country and the way we're tipping this is this, especially with our healthcare workers. Last year, frontline workers and healthcare workers were applauded for being heroes and we put them out there on the front line with no PPP, right? When this virus first struck, there was not enough PPP to go around. There were not enough beds, not enough information, and damn, no vaccine whatsoever. And they lasted, and they still gave people the healthcare that they needed. They still showed up to their jobs working those 12, 14, 16-hour shifts that most hospital workers work. They still got there and did surgery. They still went in there and cared for your children, your elderly mom and dad. They still did all of that. And now that the vaccine is here, you've given them an ultimatum, and it's basically a big fuck you to them because they're not doing exactly what you want them to do. I start to ask questions when our healthcare workers don't want to take a healthcare mandate seriously. then now you, as the general public, you need to start questioning. Well, if the doctors and the nurses aren't doing it, why the fuck am I? What's going on? What's really behind the scenes? Because those are the people who are on the ground. Those are boots on the ground. That's ground zero. Those people who would be in the front lines of any infectious outbreak, and they are even skeptical about taking the vaccine. So there's got to be a problem.
Yeah. So I wanted to research that because it didn't sound. I was like, I ain't heard about fucking 12 to 18 months. So there's an actual like defined, formal definition of long COVID from the WHO, which is the World Health Organization.
Mm-hmm.
They say that it's not. It doesn't last 12 months or 18 months. What it is you have COVID-like symptoms for 4 or more weeks. The longest they've seen those symptoms last is like 2 or 3 months.
Okay, I stand corrected.
And so that's like the extreme. Like 2 or 3 months is like the extreme, but it's usually like 4 to 5 weeks or some shit like that. And that's after you've been diagnosed with COVID. So you get the initial 10 to 14 days of it incubating inside you, then you start having the symptoms. So once you've been like, okay, you got COVID-19, the long COVID would then from that point would be 4 or more weeks. You get what I'm saying? Because anybody else with just like regular COVID, it would be 10 to 14 days. So from when you're diagnosed with it, if it lasts longer than the 10 to 14 days and it keeps going, then that you have long COVID. If you're still symptomatic, you get what I'm saying? And that's been confirmed by the CDC. So it's not 12 to 18 months. I was like, God, that's a long time for niggas to, because at that point, because the way contextually, that's why context is important, ladies and gentlemen. Because contextually, if niggas have COVID-like symptoms for 12 to 18 months, then everyone will always have it. Because you always got a nigga spreading it all year long. That's why I was like, that sounds like some wild shit for them niggas to say that shit. And I don't think they would say some shit. I don't even think they like for how the government works and how shady the government can be. For them to put some shit up there like that say, oh, this shit lasts 12 to 18 months is basically saying niggas will always have it.
Which is true.
So that's why I was like, that shit didn't sound right. So to correct the misinformation that was given on the 224 podcast that 12 to 18 months for long COVID is not true. According to the WHO and the CDC, it is symptoms lingering 4 or more weeks after developing COVID-19. And the longest they've seen someone with those symptoms have been 2 or 3 months. That's it. And that's the extreme. So, no. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that. But back to the Kyrie shit. So we talked about how the nigga didn't want to get the vaccine, doesn't want to get the vaccine because of the misinformation and the unanswered questions around the vaccine. So then he starts talking about, how the media is portraying him as this selfish motherfucker, how Stephen A. Smith is a puppet. We already knew that shit. And, just how they want him to retire or trade him or whatever, all this other shit. And it's like, if you're not getting information from the source, especially when it comes from mainstream media outlets like ESPN or where niggas are like bought and paid for already. Will you stop dropping that goddamn phone? You pick it up on the mic. Shit, that shit sound loud as hell. Be careful when you do this shit. Damn. Heavy ass iPhone. Hey, man. Old ass iPhone. That nigga iPhone from the Stone Age. That shit made out of.
Here you go. Oh God, I'm attacked. Here
brick and mortar. God damn.
Jesus. Okay, whatever.
Anyway, bro. It's you know these motherfuckers bought and paid for it. Stephen A. Smith bought and paid for it. The nigga got on his own Twitter account and was like, I wake up every morning And when I wake up, you know the first thing I think of? I think about how can I make my bosses at ESPN more money? Not I need to take a shit or damn how much money let me check the bank account. Oh damn, money I got. You know what I'm saying? Look, I sometimes I wake up, my dick harder than, you know what I'm saying? Harder than a brick. That shit crazy hard. I wake up with morning wood just about every goddamn. I'm 36 years old, still waking up with morning wood. Like, what the fuck? My first thought is, let me turn over and get you know what I'm saying? This nigga first thought, you know, it could be some other shit going on. Damn, I forgot to take the dishes out the dishwasher. Mm-hmm. Damn, we go take that. Oh shit, I forgot to load the lunch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This nigga first thought is, how can I make my bosses more money?
Cool.
So I can get more money. Like, what the fuck? How about you just take, you know what, that's some other shit. I'm not even gonna say that. Because then I get into a business, then I'll get into business shit, then I'll go down a rabbit hole. Mm-hmm. Look, man, at the end of the day, you already know what these motherfuckers be about. And Kyrie called them niggas is puppets. Yeah. And that's exactly what that is. And now, at the end, look, we're not gonna sit here and bullshit you like there aren't some things, out here in this environment, in our society, that, you know, that's just a part of doing business, right? Sometimes if somebody give you a whole bunch of money, there's certain shit that you can't say or do, mm-hmm. right? Because you're in a contract with them. The same thing, it's like, you know, with what happened with the baby in the last thing we talked about. You know, the people, promoters was like, listen, we want you here, we're gonna pay you this money, Nigga, before they pay them the money though, and they might have had an agreement, even a contract, but hey, here goes some language in the contract. Say you can't say shit like that, anything derogatory, we can terminate the contract. That's what happens. That's business. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes because you under contract with something, you need to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I gotta, you know, this is what this is because I'm under contract. I'm getting $15-20 million. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's the price of doing business. So we're not like neglectful or negligent of that aspect of business. But for niggas to just own you and then be like, because I give you a check, mm-hmm. you got to say and do whatever the fuck I tell you to say and do. Like, nah, we not there. If I do business with you, this is how we going to do business. I'm not going to say any, like, you know how I get down. I'm not going to. But it's not just, it's an exchange of service and goods. You pay me the money for my services and goods. Right. If you're coming to us paying for our services and our goods, you already know how we get down. Mm-hmm. So the money that you giving me is like, you know what time it is. Mm-hmm. Now, if I say anything super outrageous, then you might be like, well, damn, I didn't know you got down like that. So then I made, you know what I'm saying? Then at that point, you nigga could be like, okay, I don't think I want to do business with that because that's something new. But if you come to me knowing how we talk on this motherfucker and know how we get down, that's your money is this is what you're paying for. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's a lot that go into that. But Stephen A. Smith on another level, he not on some, hey, I'm this is me. I'm doing like it's every time it's like, how much lower do you want me to go, boss, massa? Yeah. How much lower do you want me to go? Good old bootlicking. Because it'd be one thing if the shit was nuanced, but it's not with him. It's when it comes to brothers, it's like it's the same thing over and over and over and over again. He's selfish because of this. He's selfish because of that. Like, how you gonna say he's selfish and then in the next breath say, now I get it. Kyrie, he has donated millions of dollars. And how the fuck is he selfish? Look, if the nigga donated millions of dollars, how is he then also selfish at the same time? He didn't donate millions of dollars to his family members, or he didn't donate that shit to get, like that. When you donate millions of dollars, when you donate your fucking time, you like a lot of basketball players don't do that shit. A lot of athletes in general, a lot of people, period, don't do shit like that. So to say, oh, this is what this is, this nigga's selfish, it's like, that's the rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that's why he came out and said a nigga like Stephen A. Smith is a puppet. Because you can't say that and then like you don't talk down about Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger is fucking sexually assaulted somebody. Rapist.
3 times.
Allegedly.
3 times.
Allegedly. So I'm just saying, bro. Like you can't. But he'll always say, well, I'm not gonna talk bad about Big Ben. That's Big Ben, and this is my Steelers quarterback. But I think he'll get the football real quick when he's talking about Big Ben. Mm-hmm. But when it's other niggas, it's always about their character. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So it's not nuance. When it comes to other athletes, it's always nuance. Even when it was Shohei Ohtani, when he was like, he needs to learn how to, speak English because it'll help out the game of baseball. Even that was nuance. He didn't say the nigga was selfish for not doing it. He didn't say the nigga was lazy for not learning English or nothing like that. Had that been a nigga or a motherfucker from the Dominican Republic, you need to stop being so goddamn lazy and learn how to speak English.
God damn it, nobody wants to hear those clicks and beeps when you talk.
It's not nuance when it comes to us. It's nuance when it comes to everybody else, though. But it ain't nuance when it comes to us. So it's shit like that. That's why the nigga Kyrie had to come out and say what the fuck he had to say, man.
Right. And at the end of the day, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a game. And he won't be playing this game for the rest of his life. This vaccine could affect him for the rest of his life. You don't know that. I'm just saying. There's a possibility. There's not enough data out there just yet. This is just a game. It's just a game.
It's enough data to say that there's a very low chance of it fucking with you like that. It's enough data out there right now to be like, only a small percentage of people have adverse effects after taking the vaccine. Now, there's not enough data yet to say what if Kyrie's one of those super long-term adverse effects.
So what if Kyrie's one of those people that has those one-offs, those 1 in a million chances, and he no longer plays basketball for the rest of his life?
You take that chance when you take anything. You take Advil.
So again, what if he's one of those people who had, and now what? Everybody's gonna be like, "Well, shit, Kyrie, we shouldn't have pressured you into taking that vaccine."
No, but that's what he's saying. He's saying he's not gonna be pressured into taking the vaccine.
Absolutely, as he should.
He's also saying that it has nothing to do with. Again, it's not the primary reason why he's not taking the vaccine is because of the adverse effects that could happen. Because again, he even stated there's low chances of that.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's not. That's not his primary concern.
No, we didn't say it.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is that there's a myriad of reasons. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want us to get stuck on what if the adverse, like you can have an adverse reaction to eating cereal. You know what I'm saying? Some cereal may have some certain dye or some shit in it, or nigga, you might just find out you fucking gluten intolerant or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like your shit fucked up, or it's anything that you put in your body may have an adverse effect. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't really know what you putting in your body unless you're one of those motherfuckers that's like looking at everything on the ingredients. It's like, does that say calcium, sodium, malnuritrate or some shit like that? Then it's like, okay, well, I can't eat that. I know I can't. And then you throw that, like, if you're not doing that, then you always taking the chance when you put anything in your body. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Because you don't know, even when you drink water out your fucking spigot, like your faucet. I said spigot, but it's
same thing.
Well, whatever.
Same thing.
When you drink water out your faucet, taking a chance. You know the motherfuckers who work at the water company? Mm-hmm. You know anybody? You know what I'm saying? Does. You know, so you always taking a chance. So I don't want that to be like, because I understand what the motherfuckers who've taken the vaccine, who are or pro-vaccination or whatever, the left or whatever, who said you don't know what you putting. You're right. You don't know what you putting in your body for sure. For sure, most people go through life and don't give a fuck what they put in their body. They go straight to McDonald's, or they go to Five Guys, or they go to fucking they go to get a cheesesteak. You know what I'm saying? And they just eat that shit. And it is what it is. You're trusting that the place you're getting your food from won't destroy your fucking body. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of fast food will destroy your body regardless. But what I'm saying is there's bigger questions than just some fucking adverse reaction to the fucking vaccination. Mm. There are much, much larger questions like, how the fuck did this shit happen in the first place? Did we have anything, did anybody in our fucking medical or government apparatus have anything to do with this fucking virus wreaking havoc throughout our fucking world? You know what I'm saying? Has there been money made off of the virus being released or leaked or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, those are questions that you need to ask, because if those questions have some really fucked up answers to it, then yeah, niggas should be hesitant on taking a vaccine, because that means the same motherfuckers who are giving us the vaccine may have also been a part of giving us the goddamn virus in the first place. Mm-hmm. And if they're doing that, that means that at the end of that fucked up tunnel, there's a money scheme there's a money scheme at the end of it. That's always how that shit works. Mm-hmm. You heard of the company that's I think it's I don't want to say it's Moderna. Somebody though coming out with a pill.
COVID pill?
Anti-COVID pill. Yep.
Oh wow.
You know how much the shit gonna cost when it come out?
I'm listening.
$712. You know how much the shit cost to make it?
How much?
$17.74. They marked this shit up hundreds of times.
Jesus.
Hundreds of times. And then they're going to try to sell it to the public. That's the scary shit, bro. It has nothing to do with the actual liquid vaccine that is going to be injected in your arm. I would take that shit tomorrow if I knew where the virus came from, why it was leaked, and who and everybody that had anything involved with it. I want to see the fucking money trail for the research that went into the vaccine. Those are the questions I want answered. I don't give a fuck about what's in the fucking syringe. I'm talking about, how did we get here?
I'm telling you.
That's what I want to know. And I'm almost positive that's what Kyrie want to know. How the fuck did we get here, nigga? You haven't answered those questions yet. No one wants to answer those questions. What they did was they positioned pro-vax, anti-vax, and now that's the over-encompassing fucking conversation, is pro-vax versus anti-vax. No, nigga, I want to know who is pro-virus and who is anti-virus. That's what I want to know. I want to know which one of these motherfucking scumbags created that shit, boosted that shit to the point of where it was now, and then leaked that shit. And I want to know where the money trail comes from and where it went to. That's what I want to know. Once I get those answers, inject me tomorrow. Once I get those answers, bro, inject me tomorrow. I take my whole family. We'll have an injection party. I take my whole fucking family down there.
Not an injection party.
We have a fucking like a gender reveal party.
But we just have a party. Sound like some shit that Dr. Miami do.
No, I sound like some shit Rick James did back in the 80s. That nigga said we'll have an injection party. I don't know, but that's the truth, bro. That's the truth, man. I don't give a fuck about no. That's the problem that motherfuckers having. I don't give a fuck about the actual vaccine, the physical vaccine. That has nothing to do with it, nigga. Why are we here? Mm-hmm. Why are we at this point? So that's where Kyrie at. That shit makes sense. It is what it is. He taking it, and I salute that nigga for taking the stand. Cause a lot of these other motherfuckers be like, this is tyranny that they doing with this vaccine mandates. That's not tyranny, motherfucker. They said in order for you to work here, you need to be vaccinated. If you don't want to be vaccinated, that's a choice you make. They said you can't work here, then you ain't got no motherfucking job. But stand on your decision. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Either way.
And you're still human. So I ain't gonna be like, oh, cause you anti-vax, now I hate you. Or if you pro-vax, you some fucking puppet or something like that. No, that's not what that is. You made a decision for you and your people. That's all that is, man. Nobody should be hating each other for that shit. But I do want to know how the fuck did we get to this point where we needed a goddamn vaccine. That's all. I just want to know how coronavirus fucked our world up. Who let it out? Why'd y'all let it out? Why was y'all fucking performing gain of function research on a fucking virus, made it so fucking lethal and viral and fucking contagious that it destroyed our fucking planet for a whole goddamn year? I just want to know that. I just want to know that part. And I want to know where the money trail is. That's it. I want to know the paper trail. That's all, bro. When you do that shit, man, first shot, second shot, booster. All that shit. But until then, I ain't doing none of this shit, bro.
I agree. I'm not until I get the information too. I mean, it's my personal decision, and so until I get the information that say, listen, all the bugs have been worked out, quote unquote, and we haven't rushed anything else, and we're not going to give you 19 different versions of the same shot because only one shot. Because I think there's only one version of a polio shot, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know how many polio shots.
Yeah, but we'll give you one shot to cure it. I don't need to inoculate you. I need to truly vaccinate you without changing the definition of what vaccination means.
I said, and you know what? Shit can change, bro. Mm-hmm. It's weird to me that the social understanding of what a vaccine means changed in the last year. You know what I'm saying? Because I always thought once you get vaccinated with something, you can't never get that shit again. But again, that's a different story. That's a different topic, my nigga. I stand behind everyone who has been vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? For the purpose of they're making a choice for their family. Outside of any political fucking reason or anything like that. Anyone who is like, this is the choice, the best choice I made for my family to get vaccinated, bro, I applaud your motherfucking decision. Mm-hmm. And for anyone who is not vaccinated because they still have questions that haven't been answered and it ain't some political reason, I support you too, my nigga. Like, that's all that is. Like, we human, man. Like, at the end of the day, none of us caused this shit. None of us did. None of us caused this shit.
Absolutely.
So it ain't no reason for me to be mad at someone who got vaccinated or for me to be mad at someone who's unvaccinated. Like, neither one of you caused the problem. We should figure out who caused the problem. Like, that's it. It ain't nothing else to it. So, we're going to give y'all two little quick stories before we head out, bro. First little quick story, man. Your boy Tiger, he beat up his ex-girlfriend, went to jail.
Man.
Ain't that some shit?
Turned himself in.
Turned himself in. Posted $50,000 bail. And
I gotta be honest with you, I don't even know who this chick was.
And she put some pictures and shit online, and her face was fucked up, you know. And from all accounts and everything, looked like he did it.
Yeah, Cameron Swanson released his photo of bruised and black eye after alleged allegation, of abuse from Tiger. Woo.
Look, bro, like,
I mean,
the reports was like she came over yelling and mad and shit like that. Maybe he just fucking with some other. I don't know what the situation is. All I know is she came over upset and then
and per the police report, upset and under the influence of alcohol.
Yeah, and once you have that coming in your house, bro, there's really only two things you can do. Dude, you can call the police and try to get her removed, or you can leave. I mean, she probably gonna tear your shit up, but then you just press charges after that. Hey, listen, she tore my shit up. Like, I'm gonna press charges. And
I know, man, but tearing your shit up is also. I can see how that makes you angry. We were just listening.
No, it will make you angry, bro, but it won't make you fucking an abuser. It won't give you a fucking rap sheet that you have domestic violence on your shit. It won't. You like the wrong thing to do is to hit motherfuckers. Like, if you have to be in a relationship where you think I need to hit this motherfucker, then you shouldn't be in that relationship. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Either way, male or female.
I understand.
Doesn't matter.
Me, I understand.
You shouldn't be there. So it's like, bro, like, you gotta relax. You gotta chill out. That type of shit, man. Now you put yourself in a position where, nigga, you are a fucking abuser, bro. Like, that's real.
Yeah.
A physical abuser, because there's mental abusers too. Like, it ain't just some fucking, you know what I'm saying, some one-sided thing.
Yeah. And then for and we don't have all the facts of the story completely, but this young lady, Cameron Swanson, she seems to be tweeting about it, and she seems like she getting out front. You know what I'm saying? Like, PR wise, she seems like she getting out front with this shit. She posting pictures.
That's tactics.
Yeah. And but then again, now he's guilty in the court of public opinion. You see what I'm saying?
Well, he ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
His lawyer's tight-lipped, and he ain't said nothing like, "Oh, the shit ain't true."
But then again, that's not necessarily saying he did it or he didn't do it. And I'm not defending anybody. I'm not defending anyone.
No, allegedly,
I'm just speaking the facts.
Allegedly, he allegedly, abused her physically.
Yeah.
He assaulted her physically. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. Yeah.
But with nothing being, and again, I get it. Maybe you need to shut the fuck up. because your lawyers probably tell you some shit like that. But if she got black eyes and shit and it don't look good, if she's saying you beat her up, if she didn't come to your crib with black eyes, but she left your crib with black eyes, chances are somebody in your fucking house beat her up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
I'm just saying. They said she came to the crib belligerent and under the influence.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't say she came to the crib belligerent, under the influence, and beat the fuck up. So if she came to the crib 2 ways and then she left with a third way, like with a third motherfucking stigma or motherfucking ailment, you know what I'm saying? Like that's you get what I'm saying? Like that's
she had a different A. Wasn't the ailment? It was an ass woman. That's what she left with.
But that's
what she left with.
That, and if he did that nigga should be in jail. Mm-hmm. Like that's kind of what that is. Like he, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't seen anything or heard anything or even nothing's been insinuated. A lawyer hasn't come out and said, "Hey, all this shit, he'll be proven innocent in court," and something like that. And none of that shit has come out. This has been like almost 72 hours now. By this time, how fast news goes and how a lawyer, especially a lawyer of someone who is a millionaire, how they know this shit works, you'd probably, not that you want to get out in front of it, but in 72 hours, if you ain't said nothing, you ain't said shit in 72 hours, chances are what you trying to do is get everything together to make sure you can present it to a judge and be like, he fucked up, let him go through some counseling, don't give him no time. Because if she came out the window directly after this shit happened, it was on social media, at least I would have gave her 24 hours and be like, okay, she said all this shit, she was talking, here's what we're going to do, bam. But as a lawyer, the lawyer would have put out a statement, he ain't did none of this shit.
Yeah, but in court. I understand that, but we both know that that's in a perfect world scenario.
That's not perfect world. That's just
in the court of public opinion. When people say, "Oh, me and my girlfriend got into a fight," they'll always be like, "Well, you a man. Why you fighting her? You shouldn't have hit her. I can't defend myself. I'm not supposed to do that at all either." And again, even in this situation like this, she showed up to his property drunk and unruly. What if she was the one that hit him first?
I think that right. And right there, what you're doing is that's the motherfucking it's not toxic, but what that is that's giving the excuse to be like, oh, I need to defend myself.
No, I'm asking because we don't know much about the situation. I'm not saying I'm talking about. I'm just saying let's think of it critically. Let's think of it. What if he was attacked?
Got you. I'm talking about it on a bigger scale than what just this story is. Because what you said was, what if she's attacking? What if she attacked me first and I'm just defending myself? Right? Mm-hmm. I'm saying, my nigga, you don't have to hit her at all. Pick up your phone and call the cops. Isn't that domestic violence? Send her stupid ass to jail.
True, but in the midst of you getting socked in the fucking face, not many people will keep their cool and be like, "I'm dialing 911."
Not many people.
That's
would.
what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the whole point. We need to start retraining ourselves. Oh, okay, because I've been hit by females. I ain't never been knocked out by a female. Not never, ever, ever.
That doesn't say that can't happen though.
No. It's not to say that it can't happen. I just ain't never been. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
And so I don't expect to be. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, you know.
I don't. I don't. I'm sorry. I get what you're saying.
They got you married, and you married now, and Javon is a wonderful woman. I'm telling you that right now. But let me tell you, it's some chicks out there that bust you across your shit.
If I was married to motherfucking Shevchenko, if I was married to motherfucking the Lioness, Amanda Nunes, if I was married to Amanda and she swung motherfucker, I'm running. I'm going the other direction. I'm getting that whip. I'm going straight to the police station. Amanda Nunes trying to knock my fucking head off.
So let's just do a hypothetical scenario, right? Imagine all the skinny brothers out there. I'm talking about the brothers that's under 150. and they get beat up by their lady. You know what I'm saying?
If a nigga under 150, he shouldn't even be alive. That nigga got some kind of disease, bro. You a little ass nigga.
There are some niggas, I'm telling you, light in the ass. Niggas look like Snoop Dogg off Baby Boy. Why was he so skinny, by the way, in that movie? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It's a scenario. I don't know. We don't know all the facts of this story just yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So his silence does not necessarily mean
so let's say if you a nigga who weigh $140 and your girlfriend 100 pounds, my nigga, you should probably be easy around saying shit to her. But if you're in a toxic relationship anyway, you should never be in that relationship.
And this seems like it was one of those things, because it seems like what we do know is that maybe a day earlier, or maybe a day before this incident even happened, they broke up. She demanded a car be sent to the house. Tiger got her a car. She left, and she came back to the house after they had broken up, whether it was to collect her things or whatever. But she came alone, so it definitely wasn't to collect her things. Because usually when you're done with a breakup and you're ready to collect your shit, you bring somebody with you. Whether it be somebody to help you carry your shit or somebody to be a witness, because you know if they crazy, you know, man, this shit gonna jump off. Man,
not really. I'd go by myself. I've been in that situation where I went by myself.
Okay.
I bring somebody with me.
You're right, but listen,
I bring two niggas with me.
Right,
Smith and Wesson.
Yeah, both of them.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, but in this instance, she showed up intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? So she was already. I can't say she was emotionally imbalanced. She may have had a day drink, went to a brunch, something like that. So I'm not gonna say that. But
you said intoxicated with the point where you intoxicated with, like, I understand if you imbibe something, you're but intoxicated. The context is, if you say a motherfucker was intoxicated, that means you basically saying nigga was drunk.
Well, that's what the report said.
Well, then if she was drunk, it wasn't just like I don't want to say that she was just day drinking. No, she was drunk.
Okay, and listen, she came over that motherfucker, and Tiger may not have been with it. She may have been slurring and shit. She may have been going off. She may have threw up on his goddamn Persian rug. Who knows? I'm just saying, there's others. I want to wait for more of the information.
Now, what I will say is,
just because he's silent doesn't mean he's guilty.
Right. There's a systemic. Well, no. Again, I didn't just say because he's silent.
Yeah.
I said how. Also, again, context. How long it's been. If again, because of how you understand how social media works, you know what I'm saying. Even though it is the court of public opinion and there's nothing legal happening on social media, right? That I totally understand that. What I'm saying is, if I was a lawyer getting paid thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars maybe from one person, and I knew and I had enough evidence to be like, okay, this person didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And you can get that, especially from a domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? You could get that in 24 to 48 hours. If the nigga went to jail and they like, oh, we got here the camera to the house. Because I mean, I got cameras in my house. I ain't a fucking millionaire.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga a millionaire. I know he got cameras in his crib. You get what I'm saying? So it's like once you see that the footage is like, okay, bet, boom, boom, okay, bet. That's, you either did it or like, oh damn, he went across the shit. Like if she didn't, even if she hit him first, the fact that he started going across her shit, and if you look like the aggressor in that situation, it's on you. You get what I'm saying? That's how they gonna look at that shit.
Of course, that's how they always look at it. That's how they always look at it.
But if you let her hit you, right, and she probably, again, he wasn't like shit. She knocked me out. It wasn't like Tiger had a concussion or nothing like that. That nigga turned himself in. You get what I'm saying? So,
well, she's still walking too. But
her eyes closed though.
Nah, both of them open. They both open. They not open-ish. They both open.
She had big ass black rings around that shit.
She is even driving.
Well, now she is. Both of them motherfuckers still puffy. Yeah, man, her eyes. Look at that shit. Man, she got her ass beat. Yeah, look at that shit.
Should have picked the target better. I'm telling you, shouldn't have tried that shit, man.
That shit. She. Look at that shit, bro. She got fucked up.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
She didn't get like, you know what I'm saying, Chris Brown, Rihanna fucked up. But she got. Stop
pulling Chris Brown. Stop pulling Chris Brown.
I'm just saying, bro.
Let that young man hear.
I'm not trying to bring it back. I'm trying to juxtapose the two situations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not trying to bring that shit back up because I don't want to do that to Chris or Rihanna. What I'm saying is that she got, look, somebody hit her. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody hit her.
Both eyes.
Yeah, both of them.
She got hit twice. You feel me? Like that happened. You could look at her. That happened, bro. She got hit. You know,
listen, we know. Yeah, we know.
If she didn't come, and again, the nigga got cameras at his crib, bro. If the lawyer already got, if I'm a good lawyer, bro, if I'm a fucking adequate lawyer, I already got the footage from the crib. I already saw it. I already saw the outside footage. I already saw the inside footage. And if she came to the crib, some serious allegations. Give a message. Yeah, so little bro playing that shit now. The TMZ footage.
Why'd you decide to turn yourself into the type?
Yeah.
See, he ain't saying nothing.
Right. But again, no. That's not. Again, that's not to say.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about him. Mm-hmm. That's the point you're missing. I'm talking about the lawyer. Because you tell the client, shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. Let me do all the talking. Why ain't you talking, nigga? What a statement at?
Let me see. I don't know if Tiger lawyer. Let me look it up. See if it's lawyer.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't seen shit from the lawyer. We vehemently deny this fucking, you know what I'm saying? We vehemently deny anything that Ms. Swanson is saying that is false. He did not put his hands on her. We have, and we'll prove that in court through home footage and like nothing in 72 hours. Knowing how social media works, knowing how news is like pam, pam, pam nowadays. Mm-hmm. Not just news on social media, just news period. Just like quick, bam, out.
You right.
Mm-hmm. Nothing. The lawyer, nothing. Come on, bro. That right there is like, I looked at that footage and was like, damn. Damn. And so all I'm saying is niggas need to be trained better. One, pick better. That's how you drastically reduce the likelihood of this type of shit happening to you if you pick better. What always happens is these niggas want to be with women who are fine as fuck, who are super pretty, but don't have no type of fucking personable skills, no good characteristics other than they got a fucking amazing body and an amazing face. That is it, my dude. 8 times out of 10, you might find a rare motherfucker who got the body and the face that match the characteristics that are like, damn, she a good person and she look good. Like, that's hard as fuck to find. You know what I'm saying? That's like supermodel looking good and then still be like a good motherfucking person. You know what I'm saying? That's like,
right, yeah.
That's hard these days because most motherfuckers who are like super motherfucking pretty usually are super vain. So that vanity will fuck their characteristics up. You know what I'm saying? Fuck how they are personally. But this motherfucker, man, like, that's what you do. First thing, you do not fucking pick like that. Second thing is, if you do fuck around and pick like that, and a situation like that, like, if y'all already broke up, bro, break up with her. I'm coming to get some shit. I'm coming to get, like, no, you ain't got to come get it. You tell me everything that you got here, and I'll drop this. We'll meet somewhere halfway. I don't want you coming to my house. I don't want to come to your house. You know what I'm saying? I'll meet you halfway. I'll bring your shit to you. We can exchange shit amicably, and then we can go our separate ways. But don't ever let her, once it's broken up, once you broke up with somebody, especially if it's a girlfriend, ain't no kids or no assets involved or nothing like that. Man, if you break up, do not come to my motherfucking house, man. What's wrong with you, yo?
Man.
Come to my house? Are you crazy? Fuck out of here. That's the second mistake the nigga made. Third mistake the nigga made was when she came to the house, letting her motherfucking ass in. Mm-hmm. Are you crazy? So he, man, come on, man. Listen, I'm not about to sit here and fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's some shit that I understand what you're saying, my nigga.
Yeah.
There has to be some personal responsibility on her part to be like, you can't just be going to showing up the nigga's houses drunk and shit, talking about let me the fucking, you have to take some kind of personal responsibility, ma'am.
Yeah.
That was some real fucked up behavior that you exhibited. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean she should get her ass beat though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or, you know what? You might have that idea. Man, this motherfucking that came to my house. I ought to put my foot in her motherfucking, but you don't then do it.
Mm-hmm.
What you do, bro, is be like, listen, you know, I got too much motherfucking money. Hey, man, listen, what I'm going to tell you to do right now is I'm going to tell you to leave. If you don't leave, it's trespassing. Then I'm calling the cops. You know what I'm saying? because there's no response. Because with a person like that, obviously coming to your house fucked up after you already broke up, ain't no personal responsibility with her. She don't give a fuck about none of that shit you talking about. So we need to retrain men to handle these situations better. You know what I'm saying? If you start off by not fucking with people like that, then you good. Relationship wise anyway. Ain't nothing wrong with it if you want to smash her up. You know what I'm saying? But in a relationship, no, that shit ain't gonna work with a motherfucker like that. But if you get there, if the relationship go to a point where you break up with her. All right, I broke up with you. Can I get my key?
Yeah.
If she ain't got a key, great.
Yeah, I need a key card. I'm changing the passcodes tomorrow.
Everything.
I need my key. You don't have access to this area.
I'm about to
anymore.
change my Wi-Fi pass. I'm about to change my Wi-Fi. Everything. I'm done. I said it's gonna be a break. You ain't gonna have none of this shit. We're done.
Yeah.
And don't come to my house. Well, I got shit there. Okay, bet. Let me know what's here. I will get everything for you. Then I will bring it to you. We will meet somewhere public. And then we'll exchange the shit amicably. I won't be nothing.
Yeah. I'll FaceTime. You can FaceTime me. We can Zoom or whatever. I'll walk through the house and be like, is this yours? Take it. This yours? Take it. This yours? Have it. This yours? Have it. This yours? I put it in a box. What you need me to do? Okay, what else you got? You got some silverware in there?
But she came to the crib drunk and then the nigga let her in.
That's crazy.
Goofball ass nigga. That's stupid. That's all I was saying to you, bro. He was on some goofy shit too. He was, bro, straight up. You look at the situation, bro, that nigga was on some goofy shit for real. Why the fuck would you let her in? Wow, this dumb shit. Stupid ass people being stupid. Straight up. That's all it is. And again, like I said, I ain't saying she wasn't being stupid either. Coming to somebody's house drunk. What the fuck is wrong with you? You'll see women online all day that was being taken advantage of. And you drove drunk to somebody's crib.
Well, no. She caught an Uber there.
Okay, I was about to say. Even still, I'm gonna catch an Uber. So let me.
Her mom come pick her up after he released her after hours of abuse. It says that she had her mom come pick her up.
Motherfuckers like, bro, like, let me get an Uber. So I'm drunk. Let me get an Uber so I go fuck with like.
My question is, how did she? If she said she was kept against her will, and he was abusing her for hours, how was she able to call her mother? Where was your cell phone in the first hour? Where was your cell phone in the first 30 minutes?
This is all I'm saying, bro. If you're in a toxic relationship, you need to identify that you're in a toxic relationship. If you can get out, if you end up in situations like this and like, I don't know what the fuck happened, chances are the toxicity in your relationship, you caused some of it, if not all of it, or a majority of it. But you are a part of it.
Yeah, you part of the problem for sure.
And here it sounds like both of them motherfuckers toxic. That's what it sounds like to me. You drive to a motherfucker house drunk for what? Take your stupid ass home, ma'am. And because she came to your house drunk don't mean you get to just beat the fuck out of her. Both of you niggas are retarded. Both of you niggas are toxic. And for whoever gonna want to be with her after, God bless that nigga. Cause you stupid as fuck too. And for Tiger, nigga, this is what you get. Period. Now, if you didn't do it, what they're alleging that you did, then go to court, prove that shit. She already went on, social media and said this is what you did, and she showed pictures of it, of her getting her ass beat, and
the aftermath of the alleged assault.
Of the alleged assault. So it ain't looking good for you in the public eye. But
plus you always got some sort of legal shit going on too, brother. You need to just chill out. You just need to take your time. It don't make sense, my nigga.
It be pride, bro. That's what that shit be for real. That pride getting to you, see somebody come and break all your shit up, or you see motherfucker saying some shit about you, be pride, bro. It be just like, look, the pride let her in the door. Like you saw her come to the. Like I'd have been like, man, you can sit out there and knock all. If you ain't got no key, I'd have been like, man, you can knock all night if you want to, but I hope you ain't there when the police come, because I'm be like, bro, she trespassing. She don't live here. Her name ain't on the lease. I asked her what is here that's hers. She didn't say when. All I'm saying is, y'all here, I'll amicably give her whatever she got in here back. I just don't want her in my house. She's drunk. She's going to try to tear some shit up, and you know what I'm saying? Like all kind of, it's just not worth it, bro. Like fuck that story. Come to think about it, just fuck that shit. The last thing is, bro, Joe Rogan had the doctor from CNN, like their physician that they like, the corresponding physician that they go to when they need to, know about fucking, I forgot the nigga name, Sanjay Gupta or some shit like that.
Oh, the teledoc?
Sanjay Gupta.
Yeah, the teledoc.
Yeah.
That's what they call him, Sanjay Gupta.
So he had him on a podcast. And Joe was like, listen, I gotta get to this part before we move on, bro. He said, why was the niggas at your network fucking with me, saying that I was taking horse medication, the horse version of ivermectin, when that was clearly a lie? And Cuz was put in a position, he's just like, yeah, I don't know why they would say that. I think what they were trying to do, he's like, no, clearly they were trying to, you know what I'm saying? And Joe put that nigga in the corner. He was just like, yeah, they shouldn't have said that. I don't know why they said that. He was like, they were lying. You need to fucking say that they were lying. That why would they do some shit like that? And so the nigga was like, he was stuck. Joe was on his ass. Joe was on him. Joe was like, these motherfuckers at the company, fucking Don Lemon and Fredo, all these motherfuckers was telling me or telling the media or telling the people that I'm taking fucking horse dewormer when a physician prescribed me with the ivermectin, you know what I'm saying, the human version. So they did that shit knowingly, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Gupta was like, I don't know if they did. He's like, no, they did, and they did. And he's like, yeah, they probably did.
That's crazy.
And he put him in a corner, and it was like Joe was on his ass, bro. And so after the show, the doc came out and was like, I thought if I went to Joe Rogan, maybe I could change his mind about, COVID-19 vaccines and da-da-da, but, clearly I cannot, and you can't change everybody's mind. But maybe if I reach some people of his audience to change their minds, then it was a good, I'm like, oh, that's that PR speak. Like, motherfuckers at CNN was like, nigga, why the fuck you go over there, nigga, and talk to that nigga? Didn't we tell you not to go over there, nigga? Now you motherfucker, you motherfucking Joe Pesci, you motherfucker, you. God damn. Niggas was mad at him at CNN.
Yeah, but it says that Dr. Gupta went back to CNN and allowed Don Lemon to say the same exact thing all over again without correcting him.
Yeah, because he went to CNN, he went to Joe Rogan, and he wasn't prepared for that shit.
Yo, Joe Rogan told Dr. Sanjay Gupta, I can afford people medicine, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I love it. Best line of the year.
And it was like, and he went there, he wasn't prepared for that. Not for the way Joe Rogan was grilling him. And so now he got to go back to CNN and be like, listen, this is the network I'm at. And listen, yeah, he did take ivermectin, the horse version of it, huh, doctor? Yeah, I guess that's what it was. And it's like, bro, you just was on this man's show literally a couple of days ago, and the man said, bro, I took the
human version, the physician prescribed version for humans, and y'all niggas still. And again, we talked about that story when that shit first came, when he first got COVID about a month or so ago, and our issue with Rogan at the time was, and this is one of the motherfuckers I look up to. I look up to Joe Rogan as far as having the world's #1 podcast and speaking his motherfucking heart. Like I kind of try to mirror myself off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as what I do on the podcast. And the issue that I had with him was like, my nigga, it ain't that you taking the ivermectin that's so much the issue. Because if it was prescribed by a physician, then do what you gotta do. That's what the physician prescribed, right? You ain't doing nothing wrong. My thing was, you was like, hey, listen, this is that you gotta do this. If you work out, you do this, you be fine. And then when you get it, it's I had to take all this shit. I took ivermectin, da. So the dummies that listen to your show, they gonna think you taking the horse dewormer. And then they stupid ass is gonna take horse dewormer. Now it's not to say that their decision is squarely on your shoulders, but because you said you didn't, this is the best way to go about it, which is exercise, eat better, da. And then when you get it, you take a bunch of medication. Yeah, I don't think I.
So to say that, it's like, all right, my nigga, that was, So it just seemed a little like, damn, Joe, why you, bro? It should have been like, listen, if you gotta take medication to fight it, take medication to fight it. You know what I'm saying? But before you get to that point, exercise, eat right, da.
That's right.
Because contextually, the way you said it was the best way to fight it is to stay healthy, eat healthy, be healthy. You know what I'm saying? And you a healthy motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And you still got it. And then when you got it, you had to take medication for it. So it's like everybody gonna need medication if they got it and they have it, you know what I'm saying, like at least moderately bad. You're gonna need to take something.
Absolutely. You gotta take something.
So that was the only issue that I had with Joe Rogan at the time when he caught it, was like, damn, my nigga, like when you got it, you was like, I was fucked up a little bit. So you had to take medication. It's like anybody who is fucked up, get some medication, okay? No matter what you going through or no matter what you hear from anybody, it don't matter what medication you get. As long as this shit is prescribed by a doctor, get yourself some fucking medication. You get me?
Man.
But the fact that the CNN then tried to make it seem like Joe Rogan just some fucking idiot who just took some fucking horse dewormer, it's like y'all, like, and it's CNN. So it's like, come on, bro. Like, we already know what time that was. They always look at Joe Rogan like he's some fucking right-wing, redneck Republican hillbilly. It's like, bro, like, Joe Rogan from fucking Boston. He from the Northeast. The nigga endorsed Bernie Sanders last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's more liberal than he is conservative.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
runs several marijuana companies,
yeah.
Smokes marijuana, advocate for medicinal, medical, and recreational use of the drug.
Medicinal and medical is the same thing.
Yeah, you know what I meant to say.
That nigga said that motherfucker.
He voted for every way that the weed can be used. How about that, motherfucker? How about that?
That motherfucker said he voted for goddamn floors and also the hard towel-like substances you can walk on.
Yep. Linoleum and plywood.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
But it's like, you can't do that to Joe, man. And here's the problem that I think with it's like the motherfucking the little man complex. You know what I'm saying? It's the penis envy.
Mm-hmm.
CNN, their best show can barely get 1 million views a night. Joe Rogan's fucking podcast gets tens of millions of views a fucking day. Then he puts clips of that podcast on YouTube, and each of the videos then gets 1 million fucking views or millions of views. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's getting tens of millions of views and listeners and streamers on his fucking podcast. And he's doing more, like his one show a day gets more ratings than the entire lineup of CNN in a day. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Niggas is jealous, bro. Like, yeah, that's all it comes down to. You wish your audience was still that big, or even if it ever was that big. Like CNN obviously sees that, and so what they trying to do now is they position him to be the bad guy to make the little bit of motherfuckers who watch them think that he and everybody who listens to him are the bad people. It's like, bro, if y'all believe that shit, you don't listen to Joe Rogan, you don't watch him, you just don't. And you just believe in what the fuck CNN wants you to think. And so that's why he went hard, because it's like these motherfuckers out here, they're spinning the rhetoric. They're spinning lies and shit, like blatant lies. Like, you can't do shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Even though I had an issue with Joe Rogan and how he handled his COVID contextually through taking medicine, and because he was saying the best way to go and fight it is just being healthy, which, you know, again, if you get it and you fucked up, get yourself some medication, period. Regardless on what it is. Could have been a vaccine, could be some other shit. Whatever the doctor prescribed, get yourself. That was the only issue I had. I did not have an issue with him taking ivermectin. No. If it's prescribed by a doctor.
Yeah,
did not have an issue.
Health,
him getting COVID because anybody can catch it. I did not have an issue with him saying he got fucked up off it for a day or two, because that's kind of just what it could do to you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have an issue with him saying the best way to deal with it is just being healthy. Go to the gym, eat right, you know what I'm saying? Live that type of shit. I'm just saying if you say one thing and then do the other, that makes it look a certain way. That's why I didn't want him to be in that position because he is right with both things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're still supposed to go get the medication and shit, but you're like the best way to help you stave off or not become sick if you get anything, the flu, coronavirus, the common cold, whatever, is to be in the best physical shape you can possibly be in. You know what I'm saying? And the best mental health you could possibly be in. So that's all I was saying. Like that was the context of it. And you know what I'm saying? Joe Rogan, the motherfucking OG, man. How can you go against him? You know what I'm saying? Unless, again, if it's something that you be like, I ain't like that. You kind of devil speaking a little bit, my dude. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect, bro. Everybody fuck up sometimes, but to sit here and lie about that man about some shit that you clearly, like, you could just look up, like, he said it already. Like, come on, bro. Don't lie on nigga.
I'm telling you.
Just blatant lie, CNN. Fuck y'all, man. Stupid ass niggas. That's why he came at y'all neck. And now the doctor on CNN with his tail tucked between his legs talking about, yeah, you guys are right again. You know, it's always, I thought it like you just say right, you're right to anybody. Like he just one of them cuck ass niggas. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah.
Dr.
Say it, Doc. He didn't want Joe Rogan to go across his shit. I don't think nobody do really, but he just, yeah, you're right.
Straight tell the doc, man.
He was like, bro, he was like, listen, say it. I want you to say it. That nigga, he said he saw the vein coming in front of his bald head. That nigga said, I want you to say it. That they were lying. He was like, yeah, they probably said that shit. I ain't even going to lie.
Yeah, I believe they may have misspoken.
Joe, I ain't going to hold you. He probably said that
Joe,
shit.
Just don't punch me.
Then they got this back to CNN and Fredo was playing that fake tug out Chris Cuomo. He's like, let me tell you something. All right. It's ivermectin, the horse shit. Right, Doc? Yeah, you probably right about that. I don't want nobody to hit me.
I don't want no, please don't hit me. And I know you pay me and I like that.
Please don't hit me. I just want to. If you can help me.
Jesus.
Please. Everybody, can we just.
Joe Rogan scared me enough.
Joe Rogan scared me. You scared me. I think I'm just scared, period. So that's all it was, man. Anyway, you know what the vibes is, man. We about to get the fuck up out. We've been on here for 2 hours. Errors. We're on 2 hours. Look. You know what the vibes is? Social media, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
We're there.
IG.
Yep.
At the 224 podcast. At THE224POD.
CAST.
Yeah, all you gotta do is type that shit in. We gonna pop out. We gonna pop up. You're gonna see our 2 ugly faces. His ugly.
You look almost just like me.
Almost. Except for the ugliness.
Well, no. Okay.
Yeah. Sans the ugliness.
Well,
and then we look just like.
It usually skipped a generation and it was all in yours, not mine.
Well, nigga, what you mean generation? We're the same generation.
No. It skipped. See, you were born and then skipped Jessica, and now I'm just beautiful and handsome and just the wonderful.
Man, shut the fuck. Listen,
you call
at the 224 podcast, okay? All you gotta do is type that shit up, man. Follow us, like, subscribe to all of our motherfucking channels. When you get to YouTube, hit the like button, hit the motherfucking comment on our motherfucking videos, subscribe to our channel.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Get the conversation going. Also, we are on all streaming platforms. All Apple Music, Spotify.
That's right.
That's iHeart. That's Stitcher,
Radio,
Pandora, Podbean, Podcast Addict.
Yes.
Everywhere, bro.
We are everywhere.
At the 224 podcast, the same goddamn
same
thing.
handles.
All you got to do is go there, motherfucking hit the follow button, follow our podcast. You're going to get the updates every time we throw out a new episode.
Yes, indeed.
Let us motherfucking enter your household, your mind, your heart, your soul. It's real. Listen, man, we real people.
Let us into your space.
You know what I mean? That's it. That's all we real motherfuckers, man. Like that's really all it is.
Let me into your space.
I'm not gonna tell you nothing that I don't motherfucking believe, man. I ain't even on them shit like that, bro.
No.
Everything that I say to y'all niggas, I'll say to anybody who may or may not have a problem with this shit to their face. Like that's it is not out of hate.
Face.
It's just the conversation cannot start if you're afraid to say what needs to be said. So
that's true.
This is how we are, man. That's how we're gonna rock on the podcast. That's how it's always gonna be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, niggas is getting tired. I know you heard this nigga yawning a couple of times.
I know, man. It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
So we're gonna get the fuck up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? But before we get out here, we just want to know, for real, we at the 224 podcast. I don't know about the other communities, but us, nigga, we love y'all for real. It's all love.
We love you guys.
You know what I'm saying? It's all, except for pedophiles.
Nope. Go to hell.
It's all love.
We love you.
You know what I'm saying? All motherfucking love, man. That being said, I'm Jay.
I'm Tyson.
The 224 podcast. We out. See y'all niggas tomorrow.
We out.